Hi, it's David Gomm in the Stained Glass Studio, and on this Tech Tip Thursday, I thought you might like to see how I go about changing out a frozen bit. Now, here's the deal. This is a 1-inch bit in my grinder. I started cleaning the grinder. It was full of stuff, and so I wanted to get it clean, and I went to change the bit surface. And the Allen key in there was frozen in place. So what I've done is I've got this drill bit. It's a little bit smaller than I really need, but I wanted to drill into the side. Now this clamp keeps it from swiveling on me as I drill into it. And I have gone, I'm this far in, let's see. Measure it. So I'm this far in, so I'm about halfway, and that's where the where it gets solid again, I think. So I've got to. So what I'm doing is I'm going to drill the set screw. And I'm going to drill that right out, but I think what I'm going to do is get a smaller bit as I'm getting into that. Oh, that's not a good. Okay, maybe I'll try using the next size up. What I really need is a sharper bit. Okay. Alright, it's David again, and I'm back from the hardware store. I got myself some of these hard steel bits. These are Milwaukee bits. These were the hardest bits that they had. It says here that it's got 10 times the life as of a regular black oxide bit, and that's what these others were. So now what I've done is I've finished drilling out, and boy, it was really obvious when I got through into this shaft, because the drill bit started to stick there. And look, I can move that, and you can see that it came right off. I drilled out the set screw, and there's a hole there instead of a set screw. Isn't that nice? And I didn't know. Now I only got to use one surface of this one, so that's a little bit disappointing. Now what I'm going to do next is take my grinder right out of here, and I'm going to spray it out on the lawn so that I can get all the gunk out of here. You know, I've got some little chips and stuff. Now, I've got the grinder going. It's spinning because you don't want to get water blown up into the shaft area. You don't want to create a spot where it might bind up or rust the bearings on the inside of this. And I know that from experience. So when you're running water on your grinder, you want to have it running so that you don't get water in the wrong places, because it's got a centrifugal action that'll throw the water out of it. Alright, I think that's probably enough for that. Okay, you can hear that the grinder's going. So, you know, I got her in here and plugged it in, and then I let it run for a while so it would have a nice centrifugal event to get rid of all that stuff. Now, we like to use these twofer bits. They're made by Anraku. And Anraku is a... they have their own website. I wonder if it's listed on here. abasg.com. And we really like them. If you go to their website, if you're looking for a say a stained glass supply shop in your area, they have a listing by state, and that's very helpful. People will call us asking for help sometimes, and we'll say go to their website and look for the stained glass store locator, and you'll be able to find somebody close to you. Now, I'm going to use this. This is a 220 grit. I don't ever use the 600 grit. That's just way too fine. But here's the thing, isn't this great? They come with a bit and a Allen wrench, so it's really easy to get this going. Now, I want to encourage you to always, whenever you put a new bit on, get a little bit of petroleum jelly and rub it on your on the shaft. Don't and especially if you've been drilling onto the shaft, and it looks like, look at that, there's not even hardly a mark where I drilled through. There's a little tiny divot in there, but that's all. So anyhow, you get that nice and greased up so that it won't gull, it won't stick when you're putting it in place. Then you line up the set screw. Now, to be sure that I've got this in the right spot, I've got to put my work table surface on. Now, you saw how clean I got it underneath there? That's as clean as you need to. I used to be really dorky about cleaning my grinder. I would clean it nearly every week, and I would get every bit of stuff off of it. Nowadays, I don't do it so overly, because I realize that there's going to be that much buildup every single week, and so I might as well just, you know, get it good and get it clean enough, but I don't have to go nuts over it. So now I've lined it up so that the diamond surface here is right just below this work surface. That way I'll be able to do a good job on my grinding, and in fact, I'm going to do it right now just to see how good it is. And I'm going to add a little bit of water here. I've already ground this, but you see, it's not quite flat. So that's one of the reasons glass buildup there. I just pour a little tiny bit more water on and continue. A lot of this is by feel, not by sight. So now that's pretty good. I do have a grinder here that's made for flat surfaces. However, I can't use it right now because it runs out. There's a little place here on the side where the water that you pour in drips out. Well, I don't have a pan to catch it yet, so I've got to go get one, and then I'll be able to start using this one. So for right now, that's pretty good, pretty flat, and I need to that spot right there and there. And so now this, I guess I might as well show you where I'm putting it. So this is the very first piece cut for this window, and the number says it's an opposite, and I'm cutting it on the back side, so that means it goes on this spot right here. And I've got another one just like it that says opposite, and it'll go up there. So, well, that's been our Tech Tip Thursday, working on a grinder, replacing a bit that was frozen up. You can get into trouble unless you do it right. I mean, I had a time where I had a frozen bit, and I was trying to use a gear puller to pull it off, and I actually just ruined the motor. So that was not the best idea. Then the next time that I had that same kind of thing happen, I sent it back to the factory and had them fix it. But that's why I'm a very big fan of putting a little bit of Vaseline on that shaft every single time, so that you can avoid some of those problems. All right, see you next time.